are... It's blurry! I'm sick and I'm tired of my blind vision because I don't know if my thing is like during this time, okay? I didn't have anything on it. Glasses, contacts, I don't know. This is my focus. Number one, stop expecting people to change for you. You don't have to change for people. People do not have to change for you. Realize that people don't have to change for you if they don't want to. And there's a million people out there, billions out there. You will find someone, trust me. Number two, kindness is a virtue. I feel like there's some obsession of not being kind nowadays. There was this little trend where people were just being bitchy to each other just to see as it a confident thing, which is not confidence at all. Let me tell you this. Confidence is not being rude to people. You can still be kind and confident. Now, I feel like people equate kindness to letting people step all over you like a doormat. No. Okay, there are boundaries that you have to keep, but at the same time, it's okay to be kind. It doesn't make you look weak. It doesn't make you sound weak. It's okay to just compliment someone or open the door for somebody or do something kind for them. You know? And we always complain about how the world is unkind nowadays. But the kindness in the world starts with you. You want to work to be kind? It starts with you. Number three, people are not mind readers. My life would have been saved if I knew this. Because honestly, I used to go back and I used to always think that people should have understood me. But let me tell you, I used to never communicate with my life. Like, I always thought like, oh, they should have just got me. But you have to realize that people cannot understand or listen to what you're saying or what you are feeling if you do not speak. You need to be able to speak. You need to be able to articulate your feelings to somebody because nobody will be able to understand you if you do not tell them. And being something broad as, oh, I had a bad day today. Anything could have had a bad day today. You could have been dealing with grief from a lost loved one, or you could have dropped a cup of milk, okay? Those are very two different things. You need to be able to speak up. You have a mouth for a reason. You need to be able to speak up in some way or possibility if you want people to understand you. Number four, stop chasing after somebody who doesn't want to be chased. They don't want you. End of story. A lot of you put the people that you want on a pedestal. And if that person doesn't want anything to do with you and you tried your best to communicate with them, you need to stop running. You need to just take a step back and really think about what's happening right now. Like, why are you chasing after this person? If somebody really wants to get along with you, they will try and talk to you as well. Now, that is to say, of course you need to talk to somebody, but that doesn't mean you should be actively chasing them, actively stalking them on Instagram, actively looking at their things. It's like, I've known people who literally follow their little crushes around in public spaces, which is stalking, like, just so you'll know. Okay. Number five, dealing with loneliness is often easier dealing with it alone than with friends. That is worded so weirdly, but you will understand it. Okay, I get it. We don't want to be lonely. We don't want to have times where we're all alone and we have to deal with things all alone. We want to have friends. We want to have relationships with people. We want to be able to connect with people because it makes us feel like there's something worth living for. What's the point of all of this, right? If you don't have anybody to experience it for. But at the same time, you have to realize that there are going to be times where you have to deal with things alone. When you're in an awful mental state, you don't want to put that on the other person or a relationship. And that also goes to say, if you're in a group where people are not respecting you or really caring for who you are, it is much easier to deal with loneliness on your own than rather in a group. Because then when you're on your own, you understand that you have full control of what options you have to take next. But when you're in a group where these people, they don't really like you, it begs the question of what is the point of being friends with these people if they don't even consider you their friends. Number six, you make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're all gonna fail. We're all gonna fail and we're all gonna make mistakes and we're all gonna feel embarrassed about things and we're gonna be sad. There are going to be times where you make mistakes and there are going to be times where you feel like an absolute failure. And you know what? That sucks, okay? That absolutely sucks. Trying so hard on something and it decides that it just won't work out. But will you let that take you down? This one singular failure in this long lifespan that you have, you're gonna let this one tiny failure take you down, push you down. Don't let that happen to you. You make mistakes, you make failures. You are not going to get anywhere. You're not going to do anything if you do not accept that you are going to have failures along the way and along the course of your dreams. Because the bigger you dream, the more mistakes you're often to make. As a child, and even now in your life, you will understand that there are things that you just can't control. People, you can't control other people. Just like how you can't expect someone to change for you. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna accidentally hurt somebody. And you know what? Don't deny it. Don't try to make excuses for yourself. It's time to step up and go to that person that you've hurt, or to step up to that project that you messed up and think about a solution for it. Because you will not get anywhere if you just sit there and you're gonna cry and you're gonna be guilty and you're gonna be sad, like, why am I doing this? Why is my life so terrible? Why me? Why? No. Get up. Nobody's gonna fix your mistakes for you. Nobody's gonna pick you up pieces. This is not a movie. Life is not a movie. Your life is up to you and what you want to make it. And that's a beautiful thing, because you get to make the decision of picking yourself back up. Because that already is an underdog story. And I'm waiting for your success. Number 7, believe that everything happens for a reason. Now, I get that not everybody is religious. I myself am not religious either, but I do believe in God. And whether or not you believe in the universe, you believe in God, you're an atheist or whatever, truly, the mindset of believing that something and everything in your life happens for some reason is honestly very positive sounding. No matter what it is, like a failure or success, that failure could turn into something that blooms like a flower. Every rainy day always has a sunny day that follows it. And one day you're gonna be able to look back and say, man, I really survived that rainy day. I really did that. And yeah, you know what? It sucks. Having rainy days kind of sucks. And you know what? Some people do like rainy days, okay? The point is that believing that everything has a reason for happening really lets you feel better. It's not that, oh, you don't have any control in your life, but it's more of a, you know what? This bad thing might be happening to me right now, but this might be having a reason for happening. This experience may teach me something that I might need to know in the future. And in a way, it makes you feel better. Number 8. No one's gonna save you. Nobody lives for you. The only person that can live for you is you. You get to live your life. You get your experiences. The point is that no matter how much you plan, how much you do this, how much you do anything, nobody is going to pick those plans up and do it for you. No one is going to save you. So you have to save yourself. You have to be able to pick yourself up and say, you know what? I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make myself feel better. I'm going to do this for me. I'm gonna save myself. I am my savior. You want a savior? Look inside the mirror and look at yourself and really think to yourself, because the person that you're looking in the mirror is going to do amazing, incredible things for you. So treasure yourself. Number 9, stop making excuses for yourself. Look, we've all been there before. I've been there before. It's been 14 days since I last posted a video. I told myself, I'm gonna go back to the routine of going and, you know what, posting another video. Blah, 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 blah. It's best to do things when it's already fresh in your mind. You have something, right? You wanna record a video, do it now. You wanna cook laundry. You wanna cook a meal, do it now. You wanna do your laundry, do it now. Hang your clothing, do it now. You do it now, because you won't do it later. And you might be saying, well, yes I will. You don't know that I will do. Then why won't you do it now? If you could do it later, why can't you do it now? And you know what? I used to think that I haven't been posting recently, okay? And like honestly, I feel like my views have been going quite down lately. YouTube Studio has been telling me that I've been losing quite a lot of views lately. And you know what? I use that as an excuse to just stop posting altogether. No, absolutely not. That is the most horrible advice I would give myself, honestly. But you have to understand, like how I made that huge mistake, you make mistakes too. And you know what? The only thing is to stop making excuses for you and to actually do something. Just do something. And I feel like I've already gotten into this already, but my last thing is number 10. Do it now or do it never. You have to do it now. If you are thinking about it, you could do it. Do it now. Do it. Miracles do not just happen out of nowhere. Miracles only happen when your fear of failure is less than your need to succeed. You want a miracle to happen, you need to let yourself shine. You need to let yourself succeed. Don't let this fear of failure The failure. Oh no, there's a chance you might fail. You're gonna fail either way if you don't do anything. You need to pick yourself up and you need to do it right now. Don't let the fear of failure get to you. Don't let anybody else tell you what you're doing is stupid or dumb or your dreams are stupid. Now, anybody can say anything to you. Even in insecurities, let me tell you this right now. Somebody could say, oh, you look so ugly. I don't like the way your nose looks. I don't like the way that your mouth looks or your eyes look or the way you dress. Why don't you just, if you really care about that person that much, why don't you just cut your nose off since you want to care about what they say? Oh, I don't like the way their nose looks. You want me to cut my nose off? Why are you doing things for other people? They don't want good things for you. You wouldn't go to the person who insults you for advice. So why are you taking their advice right now? Why are you still having that thought that they gave you in your head? Throw it out the window. Blow it out the window. There's a window over there. I don't want to listen to that. You know what? Screw you. I'm going to do what I do right. Okay? So do it now. I love you.